afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane. We are off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on Winter Simwaski. We shall be watching in the one half of the map here for Yuri, fighting here for the Soviet Union and the 210th Rifle Corps, going up here against Crab Battle, fighting for the Wehrmacht for the Reich Germany. Rolling out here for the 5th SS Panzerdivision Viking. With the conscripts here on the way for Yuri, we'll be noting short rifle, anti-infantry and mechanized support there of his commander choices, whereas Crab Battle has access to close air support, mechanized assault and assault support. There's definitely a lot of things that involve either assault or support there going on. Grenadiers are on the way here for Crab Battle, who's focusing on down hard here on the right hand side. Not unusual, few points they're closer, but at the same time it can be sort of quickly rushed to by an opponent and to delay the Wehrmacht play if he goes for here, since he's in the north. I mean, this generally tends to be a bit safer for any Axis player, but it can work out this. It will not be without its risks. Not without its risks. Though so far it seems like Crab Battle is not going straight for the few point, he's securing the building nearby either. He's going for the cut-off point here for the munitions. And there we go, straight for the fuel point there by Yuri. And at the same time focusing up the heart on the left as well, going straight for the fuel point there as well, so we'll be initially able to grab both. There we go, Coach taking up position in the building, going to frustrate the attempts here by Crab Battle to get anywhere, but back to Yuri. 3 conscripts so far. Troops moving out, heading north as well. Further shooting there. The Pioneers not having the easiest of days right there compared to the combat engineers. Dieter and Franz already dead in the snow. Not starting out well there, noting more grenadiers around for Crab Battle. There we go, point secured, point secured. Conscripts sneaking in. Securing both fuel points there. Good start there for Yuri. With 4 conscript squads, no sign of a commander yet. Or any attacking either. No Molotovs or anti-tank. There we go, man. Secure the building. That should be able to force the troops their way from the southern field point and allow Crab Battle to gain it. At the same time, more force moving planes, making it a bit difficult for him to rush troops from the centre towards the south here to sort of stall any attempts by Crab Battle to get the fuel point. There's a good execution there by Crab Battle for the northern fuel point that will become Russian without a doubt. And I don't think he'll be pushing away. And then we're noting a 4th grenadier squad, so a pretty heavy start there from Crab Battle to engage the conscript heavy strategy here by Yuri. Men being held up there by the church. Noting a Molotov on the way, that should definitely help in forcing out the Germans until then, though they will win the slightly awkward position here, though they are still setting up a pretty decent position where the Grenadiers can only shoot up through one window. More troops engaging the Grenadiers. Grenadiers actually going to be outnumbered heavily here. Crab Battle should fall back. Are completely out. This is not looking good for him. The Grenadiers are taking heavy losses. Down to 2 men, very little health. There we go, man to retreat. That was a bit of a close shave. That could have been very ugly, in fact. Oh, never mind. He was, in fact, too slow. The Grenadiers were wiped out. And that does highlight the need to sort of, be a bit careful when it comes to getting out of a battle. And meanwhile, here Grenadiers versus the conscripts. Conscripts now in a slightly more bad position, but at the same time, the Grenadiers themselves are also out in the open. So it's hardly going to go their way much. Either they need to pull back towards the structure and bake the rations towards it at the very least if they want to stand a decent chance. Grenadiers got their push back. Point there being secured. And noting a support weapon company with Maxims are now on the way here. Trying something to deal with all the infantry. Not a bad choice, not a bad choice. By Yuri. bunker up, so medic bunker there for crap battle. Operations slowing down a bit. He's actually only extended himself a bit. Might be why. Partly probably because the loss of that Grenadier squad that definitely hurt him. We're noting here that Yuri is not pushing out too hard either. It seems like he's building up his forces, but there we go. Troops are beginning to move again. Medics on the way here with the field infirmary. So a bit of a brief lull in fighting here. There we go, field infirmary up. And there you go, attack towards the south there, launching in large assault forces from the southern field port at the same time the northern field port happens also as well. No response towards that, going to take up in the building, but a flamethrower here. Nice part there of the assault team by Yuri. It's going to make things ugly here for the Grenadiers, and that's going to quickly and rapidly send them out of the building. At the same time, an assault going through the centre. Grenadiers with a light machine gun, controlling as well they can there. Rortos really is being attacked from, so that's slightly disadvantage. Then again, with all the Grenadiers and all the shots they can basically pull off with the light machine gun there, things are not going to look that good for the longer run. No sign of taking up besides the LMG there from Mr. Crap Battle at the moment. There you go, country's forced away. Quick Molotov that partly covers the retreat, then ensuring the Grenadiers can't occupy it and shoot out through the windows with a light machine gun too quickly. Nicely done there. Maxim to get to cover the centre square of the village. Good, good. But so far no sign there. In fact, taking up position in the church should allow them to sneak up on the Maxim a bit and actually knock it out. But there we go. Mechanized support has been chosen. At the same time, Protocol sneak up here. Creeping around. Good job there, good job there. At the same time, Guards Infantry immediately called up to support the frontline efforts. No DBs on the way there, doesn't have the munitions for it. And another building somewhat lit on fire, at least attempted lit on fire. And the Pioneers are in for a very bad day. Schnell Leute, get away! As the conscripts there push up. Another lightest machine gun here for the Grenadiers, rather common part of a German infantry squad. For a Grenadier squad, usually they have one light machine gun for 12 or 10 men. For a Panzer Grenadier squad, though, it was actually 2 light machine guns. So, little fun fact there. Right up here, I mean, not a good building sort of cover this area unless you've got a light machine gun, but there you go, the conscripts are rapidly moving up. He's rapidly getting away due to, of course, the threat of Molotovs as ever. And there you go, to the squad getting hit. The Maxim out in the open, that's a bad position. There's more light machine guns actually. There we go, nice flank there from the hedgerows, popping a Molotov over straight into the cemetery, but the Maxim here is actually rapidly losing out. Fragmentation grenade there, Germans forced to pull back a bit. Still no sign of machine gun, there so won't be any time soon here for Yuri's men. In fact, there's only death. And he's actually stepping slightly into the fire there. Poor Boris there. Lit up like a poorly decorated Dick Christmas tree.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
And like the Mechanized company arriving for crap battle. But Mechanized support, so that's going to mean an ISU 152 as a potential threat here for crap battle. The question is, will he realize it? Then again, I don't think there were actually any other commanders at Guards Infantry. If he actually paid attention, they're doing loading. He might have a chance of figuring out what's going on and prepare for it with some eventuality. So of course, it'll be interesting to see how this actually progresses. If he actually realizes what's going on and reacts to it. Since, of course, Mechanized support also means marked vehicle and bombing strikes. There with the potential there for some kind of vicious headache for his men. I'm missing assault support on the other hand there from Crown Battles to support the Opel Blitz already here, setting up and supplying in some stuff. It was sort of the main supply vehicle for the Germans as the war progressed. They had a bunch of other trucks early in the war, but they actually ended up having to sort of standardize things, as basically it was no good if you basically had to supply parts amongst other things for all sorts of trucks across the Eastern Front, which they inevitably had. And there were certainly cases where they got the wrong parts for the wrong trucks. Start coming forwards. With the machine gun on top there, the 221. I like to punch this wagon. Maximum shots they're making. Not so much of an impression there upon the frontal armor, conserving to help back. And Guardsmen having a bit of fun there. Still on the sign of a... Oh, there we go. DP's actually up. Alternating's actually merged with it. Saving up a bit of manpower there. Boris, you're a Guards infantryman now. I am? Yes. Is that good? Maybe. Okay. But over here to crap battle. Noting 4 grenadiers of Panzer grenadiers fought there with the Sturmgewehrs on the way. Panzer grenadiers did have assault rifles. They tend to be part of the more unique Panzer Brigade formation, or much late war Panzer Grenadier formations. Otherwise, they would have been equipped with like machine guns and some other things. The real key that would generally differentiate a grenadier between a Panzer gun is partly, you know, they would be better trained, they would be better quality troops, and they generally also have access to trucks or half tracks, stuff like that. Trying to flank up here, good job, but at the same time he's very much setting himself up here, getting hit with a barrage, but no. Thankfully, Yuri here did not react with that, otherwise they could have gotten very ugly since they were all there. That would make me time. There we go, grenade going off, Grenades got wiped out. Heavy loss right there to the soldiers as the Reich Scout coming in. But versus the Guard team, boom, no mind, rough grenade there causes a full retreat. Of course, there's still the field gun alternating. A mortar has been pulled up here for Yuri as well. The 82mm mortar squad. And the assault up here towards the base actually resulted in Krabbal's orbital blitz getting knocked out. A tragic loss for Germany right there. Mortar runs going down. Further pressure there from Yuri.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Taking up here from Krabbal. Getting mine troops up there, clearly worried about enemy mines. Good job there, good job there, good thinking. They're once more cut off from all the fuel. A bit too preoccupied for the Senate to actually care about his flanks, and Yuri here was quite able to take advantage of that and punish Krabbal for that mistake. So well played there, well played there. Mines going up here, right in front of the doorstep. A little surprise for the Germans. I mean, if they were really nice, they'd even put a little doormat out saying welcome. Just to sort of complete things.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Got the mortar flank. Oh, mine up here, wiping out half the Grenadier squad. Good job there, mining by Yuri. And there go 222 on for crab battle now. I'll go there with a 20mm auto cannon. And conscripts being sent running here by the soldiers of the Reich.
Stuka's ready for strafing mission.
Stuka here available for strafing mission. The Junkers.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Troops reinforcing. Panzer Grenadier moving up here.
The sector has been cut off.
Dealing with the conscript squad held up there inside the church. With mortar rounds of guards moving across there into the cemetery, taking up positions against the Panzers, and the Panzers are suffering mild losses. Mortar rounds going down. Maxim setting up as well to cover the guards to ensure they don't get rushed. Good job there, good job there. Nice sort of network of weapons there to cover in advance against entrenched German foes in the northern part of the village. Scout moving up. He's got tagged up but not building up any structures at the moment. He might want to consider that now that he's actually got it. The faster we can get up some panzers, the better. But at the same time, we're in fact seeing that his opponent's a bit ahead of him. We are seeing a tank battalion come out, though not finished. Ever the Russian work spirit there displayed. Panzers, they need to get away. They are low on men, low on health. They're not really having much luck there. Need to get away. Ooh, scheiße. No, it looks like very close shade there, but managed to not get horribly murdered. Or at least the surviving man survived that. Field gun setting up there. Ooh, right against the nice shot there against the 222. Almost knocking out 222, forced to fall back. At the same time, assault continuing up here. Strikes and whatnot.
The enemy is taking our territory.
You could consider getting a second mortar to basically add in a mortar battery. Territory though rapidly being lost. We are seeing support armor corps going up there, and we are seeing still no work happening here on the tank battalion command. Oh, finally they get around to it. Oh shit! Comrade Stalin might be a bit pissed if we don't finish this. And by a bit pissed, I mean my family will be deported to Siberia. A third Pioneer Squad, that seems a bit excessive. He doesn't quite have the armor to sort of really support it, I think. But there you go, Panzerkampfwagen on the way here for crab battle. Eine Panzerkampfwagen.
Some action to keep warm.
Enemy forces are
We're attacking from several sides. Gutes Arbeit, Leute, third gun is arriving as well. Northern munitions point being secured. Scout car ready. Might want to get it back in the fight though. And the Panzers here versus the conscripts might want to use this range to sort of close up as they move in. Not stand out in the open at long range, getting some medium range if possible. So there we go. Veterans you won. There we go, getting some kills down to Russians. And the Panzer Force arrived, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Nibelungswerk its finest.
How can we help?
Rolling through the snow and the bushes. And the trees. And the fences. Rolling through everything actually. Saving run is available here for crab battle to quickly sort of turn and fight towards his side, at least in terms of infantry, though he might decide not for it. Pentamar machine gun there on the way though for the Panzer IV. Good job, good job. No anti-tank bombs to sort of restart. The close thing there is the Guards infantry. But that's only going to delay the Panzer IV, not stop it, unless somehow crab battle really manages to mess things up. He's up north here, attack from the sides. Panzer IV opening up, getting a good kill on the Guards infantry. And shattering a hole into the cemetery as well. It looks like now we do see some armor running here for Yuri, a T-3476. Mobilizes rapidly, this being the 1942 model, or the latest model of the T-3476 before they moved over to the T-3485. With an improved turret amongst other things, so I think that was really it. And mostly it was just sort of better equipped for actually seeing us off. Oh, the Grenadier Squad here extended and wiped out. A bit too slow there to retreat, and we're seeing several Grenadier Squads dropped out. We're also knowing several light machine guns have been lost here. Also knowing a second order blitz has been summoned forth. Panzer's making their way forwards, but stop there.
The new Grenadier Squad is ready.
Soviet forces are engaging us!
You need some reconnaissance?
Scout car slowly held back here.
We
Not getting so much out of it all of a sudden, though it still managed to stretch into 1 in 9 kills, and not exactly half bad. Fuel again here, subject to Yuri's harassment. And it's time for the mid-game analysis. So what's the current situation as we are looking at it? Well, the map is more or less split 50-50, with both players having one fuel point and about to lose it to the other bastard. Missing here though, that's Yuri here is holding up most of the village. Minor forces sort of at the outskirts here by crowd battles, and minor forces here and there, but most of the push is about to make it to the south, and we are actually seeing a counter push at the same time going in from Yuri with the T-34 striking back at the fascist foe. Armor wise, I mean things are equal, infantry wise looking alright, damage wise advantage to Yuri, kill wise slight advantage to crowd battle. He could of course soon consider getting another Panzer IV if he's really feeling bold. He could go straight on for a Tiger tank. I am a bit surprised that we've seen no sign of the artillery field officer to lay down any harm versus his opponent. I mean, it could benefit his infantry much sooner in the fight. Even his Panzer IV can benefit from the presence of the field officer. So I mean, why go for assault support and not make use of this terrific unit is a bit beyond me. But you should certainly consider laying a bit more pressure towards the left flank, sort of securing things here, because the flanks of Yuri are quite weak compared to his enemy. He's got several sort of support weapons covering things, which is nice, but again, the flanks are very much weak. And if you can sort of punish that, he can certainly do a lot of damage here to Yuri. In particular, Yuri will persist in a slight flaw that some players can get caught up in, which is basically they only focus on the village centre and then they ignore the flank completely, which, if properly exploited, can end up being quite dangerous for the player holding up the village. So that's something to consider also. He's floating a bit of resources. In fact, let's have a look here at Yuri. It would seem he's saving up here for the ISU-152 already, but you know, you don't need to float resources around for that long. I mean, there's still going to be some time before you can get it. So at the very least, he should maybe consider getting some more support weapons out. Another field gun or another mortar, I think, would be quite solid for him, or another Maxim for that matter. Also, maybe laying out something in the terms of a defensive net here towards at least one flank to make it harder for his opponent to secure that. I mean, a few mines, some sandbags, a Maxim could, for example, do a lot, sort of make it a lot harder for crowd battle to make any offensive movements towards here. So that's definitely something that should be considered very strong here by Yuri, instead of just floating that much resource. I mean, again, you know, you want to be ready to kill in that ISU-152 as soon as possible. Still, it's going to take some time before you get the 12 command points. So might as well spend some manpower on other things in the meanwhile, and sort of get some presence on the field that way. Though, of course, you can't get too much. In fact, you can only get about, well, 8 command points worth or more before, well, basically he'll not have too much pop cap for it. So I mean, in that regard, I suppose it's also a bit understandable. Even then, it's something you should be a bit wary of. At the very least, then you should consider fuel caches or munitions caches. You know, turn the resources towards other things and build up some of the defenses. But again, for crowd battles, I mean, build up his force as well. He could do with some support weapons. I mean, there's surprisingly no anti-tank guns, mortars, and machine guns sort of support things. He might want to consider that, or another Stug to sort of help things out that way. By the way, back to Yuri and back to the fight. Grenadiers here for some reason in the ditch, not behind the big stone wall. Though in this case, they were lucky they weren't behind it, otherwise they'd taken a direct hit and be quite dead. Haha, Heinz, ja. For once, common sense did not prevail. Yeah, wait. And the pioneers threatening the conscripts with a minesweeper, but realizing a bit too late it doesn't actually present much of a threat. Scout car arriving here to try and save the day on Molotov as well, lighting the bushes on fire. And here not having much day. In fact, they found the engineers' welcome surprise, blowing up half the unit, and Fritz in particular having gotten a bad case of indigestion. And a bad case of having, well, his internal organs blown to bits. T-34 rapidly rolling up the northern road. Yuri, don't hit the telephone pole. How will Comrade Stalin be able to call us and congratulate us on our victory? Oh, you're right, Boris. Panzers have been upgraded with Panzer Shreks. 2 more command points before I can get the ISU-152 and strike down the enemies of the Soviet peoples. Forces here holding back. West flank again very exposed. There's pretty much only a T-34 to really sort of cover it all. You can see that wisely Crab House is shifting towards that instead of bashing his head into a wall here in the centre. And we are noting finally he's getting an MG42. Only took him about 20 minutes to get a support weapon of some kind. Panzer was here waiting, maybe ready to ambush some T-34s rolling up the road. Diese Raketenpanzerbüchse.
The sector is at risk.
Point there being secured. Slow move back. Yuri here flooding quite a bit of resources. Again, he could at least afford the... Nope, never mind. In fact, he can't. He's very much insisting on the ISU-152. He can't spend more resources in use. So again, there's still the option for caches. Caches still. Fuel, munitions. I mean, there's a room here for munitions there, or fuel there and here. I mean, again, that could also do quite a bit for him. I mean, more munitions could allow him to sort of set up for bombing strikes, more mines. I mean, a lot of options, which would still be better than just flooding all the resources here. I mean, the more you can sort of spend your resources towards something, the better. He's doing quite well versus this conscripts. A quick frangible attempt there, but quickly stopped as well. Got the MG42 holding Russian hits down there, and there we go. Forced to run through their own fire. Not before the Germans' unit bursts into flames. Not quite well executed there. Pentagon rolling forward to the Pioneers. Important they're checking no mines there to ruin the ride. One command point to go. One command point to go here for Yuri. Before he can get himself the ISU-152. Heavy assault gun. There was also the ISU-122, which is actually a heavy tank destroyer. With more or less the same gun as the IS-2. Little fun fact there. And the ISU-152, by the way, was actually a higher velocity variant of the SU-152, which was based on the KB-1 chassis, I believe. And I had a lower velocity variant of this gun. So, little fun fact there as well. Panther 4 hit the mine, and we are seeing heavy engine damage. And he's got a ton of Pioneers, so he could get all of those Pioneers to work on, and that probably should be what's done. Because right now he could easily risk a nasty situation where he gets knocked. At the same time, though, we've still got the Panzer covering things, so it's going to be easy to just flank the Panzer before and knock it out. Since we could be able to easily then risk the Panzer gun is doing a bit of fun there. T-34 charging forward, there we go, field gun moving up as well. Panzer is moving forwards, MG42 setting up here though in the middle of the road, very exposed to the conscripts of the church. They're a bit of a bad move, maybe for a crap battle. 4-6 lighter, going to get caught in the middle of things as well. The nades going off. And then we go, we could see the MG42. Yes, there we go. MG42 lost to the Russian hordes. Pack 40 there moving forwards. I mean, he's finally getting some support weapons. He's also getting very close. They're calling him Tiger. And there we go. Tiger ist bereit. Schwere Panzerabteilung has released one Tiger for the frontline duties. Panzer assaulting force away. Scout car trying to do really support. Guards been dropping an anti-tank rocket. And there we go. Sturmovik ready to unleash a cluster of bombs. And the ISU-152 has been summoned forth to support the front line.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Pack 40 here at the top of the conscripts. Panzer 4 desperately needs those repairs before the ISU-152 finds it in his sights. And we're noting here, focus sight is up, so Panzer 4 could very well be in for a world of hurt. Found you, comrade. Panzer 4 needs to get away. Zurückfallen. And there you go, one hell of a shot there from the gun. Panzer 4 tried to flank there, nicely done, but the T-34 that was in the way, preventing a full envelopment. Panzer 4 has to fall back, concentrate out there. The rear path, he could risk an anti-tank grenade there to the engine block. This could be very bad news. And again, the Conscript on low and held stick. No, there we go. Wiped out by the Panzer 4. High closer shell. George. And the Tigers here as well. Map domination, those now falling into the hands thereof. Crap battles again, because most of the forces from Yuri are in fact focused on the centre, which again means he's very much going to give up on the flanks. He needs to sort of much better think out his defence. Tiger moving forwards.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
MG42 they're secured. Away from the Russians, got doing what it can here. Very close there to secure with the T-34. IC-152 shoots, but doesn't quite score a kill. Meanwhile, moving out the Pack 40 and moving on its own. Up in the north, that's not good, that's not good. Crab battle. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. But there you go, thanks to spotters in the building. But there you go, the T-34 I think collapses the entire thing, leaning behind a light machine gun. Bit of a tragic loss right there for Germany. The good Grenadier squad lost. The Pack 49s to get away before the IC-152. There we go, shoots it to bits. Run! Run! But remember to get the anti-tank gun with you. We'll get slapped back at headquarters. We've got the maximum covering things here. He's slightly in sort of more, we're going to cover his flank out a bit more with the force there, that's good, that's good. Tiger needed repairs, the Panzer IV.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Free again to terrorize Russian peasants everywhere. Miyako Singh is using the IC-152 to sort of try and respond to this, but maybe he realizes the folly of his actions and pulls it back before he can get into trouble. And there we go, Grenadier squad wiped out, if not downright evaporated. Heavy infantry losses here for crap battle in this fight, for dominance and victory. We got the mortar here, V-22, plying its trade against German positions. And what is this? Aircraft called in. The Luftwaffe strikes. That should open up for armor operations here, since there'll be no infantry quickly rush the tanks, no guardsmen will be able to easily move around either, so it's a good golden chance to Tier 4. Crowd battles do a lot of damage. Panda 4 Tiger move. Oh, never mind, the Panda 4 is always taking every damage to the zone in the Tiger than to rely on. Can't get inside the church, so be careful. Closing right, and there we go. IC-152 gets shot there, stunning the crew of the Tiger. Anti-tank grenade fails to penetrate the thick armor. And the Pascal's are moving up, strafing continues to sort of do harm and damage. Counter squad right out there, nasty loss there for Yuri. We got the Pack 40 here, stunning, yes, good job there with target weak point. You should get that Panda 4 and drop there to quickly blitz around and hit it from behind, I think. And at the very least, he might guess, there we go, T-34 kaput.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
More strafing around there, ensuring it's not easy here for Yuri to move in, reinforcing troops. There you go, Panda 4 blitzing. Very bold there. I mean, he's a bit damaged. He might want to do a bit earlier, but still very bold there. Very close there to going up. Oh, very close shave there. Very close shave. Looks like he might be able to get behind it. This is a V-22 there for the Panzer 4. There we go. And there you go. It's knocked out, blowing out a lot of smoke, which means you can't actually see the Panzer 4. Ooh. That was a very, very bold engagement right there for crap battle, and he could very well have bit him in the arse. Well, in this case, it did turn out alright, somewhat. Not for the Russians, of course. They shot one heavy assault gun. But then again, you're not doing this for your opponent's sake. Instead, Yarn pitching rounds, then a heroic attempt ultimately, though, gets them killed as a Molotov lights the entire thing on fire. Tiger heavily damaged, Panda 4 heavily damaged, and V-22 with Schützen. Scout car also heavily damaged. Not good. He's in fact forced to get more pioneers. He's also very short on the infantry. The ISU-132 definitely having done quite a nasty work there versus him. More mortar fire. So he wants more striking back. He's still floating resources. I suppose he's trying to call in another ISU-152, and again, had he nearly say, you know, built some fuel caches beforehand, he might have had the fuel already now to call it in. Been able to then take advantage of the dire state of Crab Battle's armored forces. Instead, there's not quite that level of force out there from Yuri, and instead, he's now got a downtime period versus his opponent's downtime period. And the difference is he's going to only get him to call in an ISU-152. Crab Battle's downtime period basically involves getting back his Tiger tank and his Vet-22 Panzer IV and Vet-22 Scout car. There's a slight difference there some of you might be noticing in terms of striking power. Victory point wise, things are looking reasonably equal. There we go, all three pioneers and showing also rapid repairs. Good job there. I mean, always worth pointing out again, you know, more pioneers you have working on something, the faster you get back, and the less time you have to spend it banging the base again, the less time is wasted. So no roll there, good job there, and also noting he's focusing on one vehicle at a time, ensuring he can one at a time quickly get it back in the fight as well, providing more firepower that way. Good job and good thinking as well there from Crab Battle, very much commendable. I mean, I have pointed out this, for example, in a Propagandacast later on repair and maintenance tactics. Again, you know, I mean, 3 pioneers is a good number here for repairing Tigers, for example, but even Panzer IVs would like to again note. I mean, despite, you know, the Scout here pushing things back, I mean, it is going to be at a rather noticeably rapid rate. So again, you know, good job there. Panzer IV almost done repairing. Tiger advancing through the muck. And they're going engaging the field gun. But at the same time, the guard teams, you can't try and flank it because very much risk. And there we go, getting buttoned up. That's actually marked vehicle. I would have thought Yuri would have buttoned it up as well, but rather he did not, allowing the Tiger tank to actually escape here. I'm a bit surprised at that. And oh, got him, Himmel. Crashing down here. And looks like into the remnants of the first awful blitz. Guard teams in northern outskirts here getting pasted there by the Scout car and the Panzer IV. Veterans TV, by the way, 20 kills. And we so they're driving on the ice. Another ISU-152 arriving. Few there secured. Troops reinforcing.
Leichter Panzerschmähwagen reporting.
We got the Panzer IV advancing rapidly towards the northern part there. The smaller harassment attempt in the south, but Crab Battle will quickly putting a stop to that with his Tiger tank. But actually seems a bit worried there. He seems a bit nervous, a bit jittery. Alternating metrics here for the Pack 40, not bad, not bad. ISU-152 remaining in the village. Again, most of the things that Yuri has is remaining in the village. Not moving out, not flanking out. They've been covering things slightly. And there you go, the direct attempt here though is quickly crushed by the Panzer IV. One hell of a hit there, leaving numerous men dead in the snow. Tiger coming under fire from the IH-152, but again that also confirms for Crown Battle where the IH-152, and also more or less confirms that the flank here is very open. Strafing run going in as well, good job there. Going to make sure the infantry won't be much of a nuisance there to any armor operations. Sharp thinking there. And we got the Panther 4 moving in there, attacking from the rear, going to get behind the IH-152 at the same time. Once the defenders then turn around to deal with the Panther 4, that should allow the Tiger tank to advance forwards. Oh dear, he actually stopped over the Panther 4. They should just keep moving forwards, breaking full defenses. Breaking to defenses, scout car attacking from the other side as well. Mark vehicle, oh, he's buttoning up at the same time. IH-152 getting blasted there with shots by the scout car, and Tiger opening up as well. And there we go, sinking down like the Titanic of the Soviet Union. Lost at sea. And no survivors. And that is pretty much GG. The strafing run, the Tiger, the scout car, the Panther 4, obliterating whatever remained here of Yuri's forces. And game over. A bit of a vicious fight here, a bit back and forth, but in the end, Yuri's somewhat strategic lack of foresight and also his slightly monolithic vision there, or whatever you can call that, on the centre. Again, not covering up the flanks properly. Rather left him a bit weak there and allowed Crown Battle to basically sort of surround him and again gain most of the territory and strategic and tactical advantage. Ultimate resulting in Yuri losing a lot of units, getting wiped out. So that was really something that could have been done a bit better, I think. To be honest, I mean, there was lack of fuel cache, lack of munitions cache, which could have helped him, and then as the game progressed, also lack of mines, which again only really was to the advantage of Crown Battle. There's also a slight tendency there, so in the later game against just basically dig in the village, and again, you know, not really trying to push forward, again also giving Crown Battle a sort of better chance of getting into things. So there were some issues there which overall made things rather easy for Crown Battle as the game progressed, giving him overall the advantage here, though he certainly made good use of abilities, although sometimes, you know, a bit bold and certainly a bit reckless, certainly a bit dependent on sort of some small dices there with the rolls of the dices, but in the end, you know, pulled through nonetheless. Good use of abilities overall. I would have liked to have seen the officer again. I think you could have boosted him early on, to be honest. Of course, that is another discussion. And certainly I think so maybe some support weapons of his own early on could have helped a bit as well, or a half track. As for Yuri, again, he should have been a bit more sort of conscientious of his sort of layout of the defense. Again, it was all focused here, all towards that one direction. It made him a bit too ponderous when things then sort of actually happened. And that was not really what he should have been aiming for. I mean, he should have had something sort of, you know, a few things covering here, a few things coming here, and then sort of reserved to react to where an attack would come from, allowing to sort of strike back that way. I think that would have left him in a much, much stronger position. And a part of me would also say, you know, maybe a hard fought with, at least with a half track, you know, he could have reinforced his troops at the front line, and with a quarter mount he could also have done a lot more to enemy infantry, would also cover himself versus airstrikes here from Crown Battle. So those are some thoughts there. Some food for thought. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay or provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying thank you all for watching.